Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're diving into a long-requested story, Batman vs. Predator. So please, without further ado, sit back, grab a coffee, and let's dive right in to this complete story. We open at Gotham's arena. A boxing match is taking place. Some contest here tonight. These two just won't quit. And Bull's really bellowing now as King dances back, mocking him. Oh! A pile driving right to the body. This is what the commentators are saying about the fight. It is a beast of a fight. But just like that, they are saved by the bell. One man down and the other standing, looming over him. And we cut to the outskirts of Gotham City. A man in his trailer park home is watching the match on TV. His dog is going crazy. Why? No idea. But the man cannot stand it any longer. Well, why don't you go find it? Leave me watch this fight in peace, damn it. Go on, get! And he chucks his dog out. And as he opens up another beer, he hears something. Satan? No, this man is not calling to the devil. He's calling to his dog. Satan, you alright, boy? And he races outside with his shotgun. Satan! He sees him on the floor, down. And we see those all too familiar 3 dots. The laser sight of some looming predator. And then it's over. The boxing match is done and the man is dead. 2 endings running parallel tonight. Now this looming force, this alien hunter, this predator, enters into the trailer park home of the man that he has just killed. We see him turn the volume up on the TV. He takes out his vocal mimicry device and he notes, "Congratulations, champ." Now this may be a sign of things to come. The foreshadowing of the 2 boxers, the 2 brutes, the 2 champions in their own right. We see the champ of the night sat in his bed with his lover, and a drop of blood falls. Marcus, isn't that? And then crash, down through the ceiling comes the stalking predator. The cloaked beast. But the boxer is up, he's ready. Fight me, you ugly mother! And then the net gun is unleashed. The net gun which we are all too familiar with from Predator 2. We see the boxer against the wall. Blood starting to pour through as the net encroaches around him. Tighter, tighter, ever, ever tighter. And then a burst of blood. He's dead. And the Predator has his prize. From here we start to see today's saviour, Batman. He's being driven around Gotham City by Alfred. He is putting on his suit, ready to go out and fight crime. I gather our city's leading pugilist was involved, though the Commissioner is hardly in the habit of lighting the signal for mere fisticuffs. Good hunting, Master Bruce. It would seem that the bat signal has been raised. Commissioner Gordon has found the body of the boxer. Why? Why, oh why, Marcus, why? Come on, honey. All over now, as he tries to console the boxer's lover. 2 guards blew their chests wide open. Never knew what hit them. And Batman through the door. It's okay, he's on our side, thank God. Go on, detective. Right. The killer came in the skylight and forced King upside that wall. Marks on his body, looks like a net was used. A net? Cut him to the bone. Then his head and spinal column were removed. He died hurting a lot. We can't find his trophy belt either. Oh, there's something else, sir. His hands are missing. And the girl? She wasn't touched. But she won't be making sense for a while, if ever. So, suspect's motive? Did losing the championship finally push Brodin over the edge? He hates Jaeger enough. They've been fighting over Gotham's rackets for a quarter century. Brodin's lost 2 brothers, Jaeger's lost his son, and his right eye. Their truce couldn't last. This was never just another boxing match. Then who'd Brodin contact for the hit? Jack the Ripper and Delta Force? And as this discussion is going on between Commissioner Gordon and Batman, we see our looming cloaked predator our alien hunter, high in the sky, watching, looking for his next prize, his next trophy. And who is it? Could it be the other boxer, perhaps? Maybe, but Batman is here. You're a loser, Brodin. How does it feel? Did you want revenge? Get him out of here. King's dead, Brodin. Someone took him apart after the fight. The betting is on you. But Batman has the wrong guy. Brodin sends in his forces. You're betting on the wrong guy, buddy, but thanks for the sportscast. And now get out, we're busy. You heard what Mr. Brodin said. Batman's smashed them down. They're down. They're on the floor. No matter what boxing training you've had, you are no force against the Bat. Batman has heard enough. Jaeger won't throw in the towel so easily. He's down one boxing champ. And if it wasn't you, then it means somebody is out there. Just doesn't like fighters. Either way, you should watch your back, Brodin. You might lose the next round too. Some friendly words from the Bat as the Caped Crusader goes off into the night. And in tow, we see our cloaked quarry following, hunting, lurking. And as he goes through Gotham, he uncloaks. Next round. And he smashes into something, pulling it apart. A cat. It would seem that this predator is a little bit more sadistic, more dishonourable than his kin. And Batman is now back at Wayne Manor, taking some time to discuss and think and ponder on the night's actions. But the bat signal is out again. But Batman is needed. He's donning the batsuit whilst Alfred tells him the car's been fueled and tuned, sir, and the onboard systems checked. Oh, and the utility belt has had its regular service. You've been busy, Alfred. One tries to keep things in order, Master Bruce. I only wish Gotham were as responsive to your efforts. Special backup confirming attendance request location, Batman says as he heads off in the Batmobile. Another night, another murder, another massacre. It would seem that Brodin, his cronies, and other boxers are now eviscerated, destroyed, blood everywhere. And the hands have been taken. Trophies, perhaps. And as Batman discusses things with a potential witness, he finds something. He also is being watched. But he realises, and quick, he pushes everyone down. Get down, up there, something is on the roof. And one of the police, freaked, scared, shouts open fire. They all start unleashing hell. Commissioner Gordon shouts, no, hold your fire. We've got a street full of people here. What the hell are you playing at? Just take cover. And we see Batman has now spotted our quarry, our cloaked menace, our trophy hunter, the Predator. I said, what the hell are you playing at? Commissioner Gordon says to Batman. I'm not sure, but I think I'm starting to understand the rules. Now, as another night draws to a close, Alfred is helping Batman. Pardon me saying so, sir, but wasn't that a little foolhardy? A calculated risk, Alfred. After all, the killer could have shot me the previous night. He was close enough to hear my voice. But now, I'm certain there's a macabre logic to all this. King, the boxing champion, is killed face to face. Same with Bersaglio, and a room full of other fighters, all defeated in hand-to-hand combat. Yet 2 armed guards are simply shot, and a terrified girl spared. A blind old ex-fighter is passed over, then casually picked off. Our murderer is choosing his prey, acting within some savage code of honour. And as Batman continues his investigation, Alfred, I've got a job for you. Sir, I want you to sniff around the junkyards in the East End. A lead on our killer, sir? Yes, I found more rust flakes at the gym. But these carried automobile paint. And mud. Mud of a tyre which is found only in alluvial deposits east of the river. I see, Master Bruce. But why junkyards? The rust is magnetised. A large electromagnet would do that. The type scrap metal is moved around with. Very well, sir. And you? I'm going to the big meeting. The scent of violent power might just prove irresistible to whatever's stalking this city. Now Batman, the Caped Crusader, is ready. He has his suit, he is watching, lurking, looming over the big meeting. But so is our stalker, our hunter, our predator. And Batman sees this. He swoops in. Still not really sure of what's happening. He knows that the predator is there. He knows that something, our killer, is there. Killing, murdering, swiping, destroying, eviscerating the Gotham crime bosses. And there it is. The predator, uncloaked, looming over Batman. An already imposing force of nature. Dwarfed by the predator. I see you, you son of a crime boss says as he starts to shoot. Blam, blam! And the predator, down, out of the window, falls. But all of the commotion that has been going on, that has been caused by this, has led the police, the Commissioner Gordon, and members of the press to congregate around the bottom of the building. And what is falling towards them? The predator. And we see at the bottom some blood. The killer was here. What? Where are you going? Commissioner Gordon says to Batman. And Alfred has been doing his job. He is at the East End. He is looking for the magnet for the rust. Yes, sir. Pickett's salvage. Unlike the other 2 yards, it was locked and quite deserted. However, strangest of all, in my experience of such establishments, there wasn't even a dog barking. Batman gets into the Batmobile. He heads off. He's well aware of what may be lurking at the junkyard. And as he enters, he's snipping away at the fences, trying to gain access, gently, quietly. He knows that the predator might be there. And he looks through the trailer park of our long-murdered friend. He sees the dog and its owner hanging upside down, and various trophies strewn all over the place. It would appear that this is what the predator has been using as his base of operations at Gotham City, and what is now walking up to his brand new base of operations. Blood. Green, luminescent blood in tow. The Predator. He takes off his mask, stemming the blood flow. It would seem that he is trying to use his Medicom. But Batman's there. He throws one of the batarangs as the Predator rips out his disc blade. And the Predator is well armed, not just a disc blade, not just his shoulder cannon, but he pulls out his spear, his combi stick. But Batman is toying with him. He's throwing objects, rusty bolts, trying to get the Predator to where he wants him, right below the electromagnet. And that's it. Batman has got the quarry exactly where he wants him, and he unleashes all of the scrap metal that was attached to the electromagnet. And the Predator's down. Batman is over him looking, trying to figure out exactly what this creature is. But then we get a blast from the Predator's shoulder cannon. See you, he says through his vocal mimicry device, son of a. As the Predator holds the Caped Crusader, he dislodges his wrist blades, ready to slice, ready to claim another trophy. He's got Batman's head, his neck exposed. Understand the rules. Championship. But the Batmobile is there, ready to save Batman. It is screeched and smashed through the fence, skidded around, and knocked the Predator off his feet. Batman has just managed to gain safety, although what has stabbed him on his way through? The Predator's combi stick, as he shouts, son of a. Batman, bleeding out, just shouts one word, home. And that's where he goes, that's where he heads, battered, bruised, and bloody. And Alfred, obviously tending to his wounds. And as the nights go on, Gotham is painted red with blood. Blood of the Predator's trophies, of his hunt. But this encounter with the Predator has really left Batman in a state. We see him holed up. We see him bandaged, on life support, presumably, covered from literally head to toe. And he asks Alfred, the killer, I took it upon myself to alert the authorities, sir. Still at large, eh? Alfred, I need some things. And tell me, is everything quiet tonight? One can only pray so, Master Bruce. But without Batman protecting the city, the Predator is like a kid in a candy store. Should watch your back, he says, as he draws his wrist blades and starts stabbing some low-life Gotham criminal thugs. He really is having his way with Gotham City without its Caped Crusader protecting the place. And Commissioner Gordon is racking his brains. How can I help the city? How can I protect this city? He asks, is there anybody left on this list? Only one, sir. Always was a long shot, I guess. Good evening, Wayne Manor. How may I help you? Did you say Batman, Commissioner? It would appear that Commissioner Gordon is trying to find Batman. He says, yes, I need to speak to him. I need to find out if he's still alive at least. I'm calling the well-connected and influential citizens of Gotham, like Mr. Wayne, in the hope that someone might know. Mr. Wayne's out of town. No idea when he'll be back. I see. Sure. Thanks. It would seem that Commissioner Gordon has drawn his last straw. He really is at his wit's end trying to protect his city. But Batman is sitting up. He seems to be healing. He seems to be ready for action. But days are still going by. Batman is not protecting the city. Bruce is still healing, still resting. And the press declare that Batman has deserted Gotham as the Predator stands on a gargoyle, towering over the city as if it is his trophy and he has claimed it. And now we flash to our Caped Crusader. He's standing. He's donned a new batsuit, a form of exoskeleton. I'm not helpless or ill-equipped. Does everything check out? As far as I'm aware, sir, but there's hardly been time to fully... And the automatic systems. Everything is primed and ready, sir. But I must implore you not to. Your concerns appreciated, Alfred. But for now, please just get clear. Bruce Wayne has had it. He's rested enough. He's ready to go, and he is out on the hunt for our Predator. And we see Batman in all of his glory, wearing a very, very similar suit to the one he wore when he faced off against Superman. This is what Batman needs to face down the Predator. I'm the one it wants. Let it come and get me, he says, waiting, ready for the beast from another planet. And Batman stands waiting, standing at the base of the bat signal. It's taking the bait. Get your men below, Jim. But it's madness to face this monster alone, friend. Even with a sonar unit and reflective body armor, you can't hope to. Crash! The Predator has smashed the bat signal, that sign of hope. Numbers make no difference to it, Jim, and too many have died already. He's right, Gordon, we can't shoot what we can't see. Okay, but good luck, friend. Good luck, Commissioner Gordon says as he walks down the stairs. And that's it, Batman's there. He's ready to face off against the beast. He's cloaked, however, the Batman has some tricks up his sleeves. And as the Predator uses vocal mimicry and says, see you, Batman returns the favour, says I see you too. And he's injured the Predator. We see some of the blood. He says, fight me. And we see two beasts of Gotham City facing off against one another. The Predator charges, but Batman's ready. He grabs the combi stick handle and pushes the Predator away, down over the ledge of the building, and he swings in tow. And Batman uses all of his tricks. He needs to use everything against the Predator, the stalking alien hunter. He brings the car around with some automated system, but the Predator knows this trick. He says, not again, and jumps on the bonnet. But all Batman says, go. And the car races off, Batman inside it. Gotham Central Traffic Control Computer accessed, override operating. Batman is unfazed as the Predator smashes through the windscreen of the Batmobile. Engage turbo, he says. And the Batmobile feels the full force of the turbo of the best engineering of Wayne Enterprises, and it races down the road. Near enough. Stop. And the car stops, halts, and the Predator flies off over into the woods. That's it. Batman has nearly won. The Predator is away from the city, away from helpless citizens that he could do damage for, and Batman walks off into the woods, luring the Predator towards him. But the Batman is a hunter himself, and he has laid a trap for the Yautja beast, a net, and now the Predator is caught. Automatic systems, Alfred. Primed and ready, sir. But the Predator is not that easy to take down. But it cuts free from the net and a fight ensues. Batman is hanging on for dear life on the edge of a cliff. And the Predator jumps down, ready to follow, hanging on for dear life. But the Predator has fallen. He's using his wrist blades to hold on for dear life, and he says, "Gonna get you," using its mimicry device. Now the fight continues at the base of this precipice. The Predator is ready, but before he notices, he is encased in titanium steel. Batman states that you will never cut through in time. Time? Wide spectrum tranquilizer. Enough to stop a herd of rhinos, Batman says, as he has shot the Predator with a tranq gun. The Predator, succumbing to the tranquilizer, starts that all too eerie laugh. And he states, "Stop you. Understand the rules. 8, 9. Batman, noticing what's going on, counting. 10. It's over. Pot roast. Ha 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 ha. The Predator keeps laughing. Batman, shocked, or counting down. Now the Bats has realised exactly what's going on as he rips out an electrical wire from the wall and zaps the Predator. "Kill us both," he says. Now the Predator may have wanted to kill them both and play by his own sadistic rules, but the Batman is too smart for him. Predator stands up and says, still dancing, clearly as the tranquilizer has now started to wear off. And as the Predator walks off, we realise where we were all this time, in the Batcave. As the Predator starts to hide, the Batman follows. Now Batman sees exactly where the Predator has gone and shoots him with another tranquilizer. It would appear that the Predator is down. But again, our beast, our stalking alien hunter, is playing dead. He smashes the Batman off to one side. And as the Predator gets ready to take the final blow, we hear the customary ahem of the polite British Alfred. "That's quite enough, thank you. Kablam!" And Alfred has shot the Predator. Clean. "Alfred, I told you to get clear." "I'm sorry, Master Bruce, but I couldn't just stand by and..." "Alfred," Bruce says, as the Predator has stood back up and is racing towards Alfred. "It's alright, sir. He doesn't scare me. The big bully." It would seem that the tranquilizer is definitely having an effect on the Predator now. The Predator chucks Alfred to one side. It even says, "Tranquilizer, hell out." And as the Predator begins traipsing through Wayne Manor, destroying and bleeding all over the place, the Batman is in tow, following, hunting, chasing him down. And Batman, grabbing a bat, of all weapons, follows the beast outside his bloodied trail back into the woods. And as the Predator is bleeding out, all we hear is a, "Hi, it's me." And Batman cracks the Predator across the skull with a bat. "It's me, Batman," he says, as the Predator begins bleeding through his mouth and just laughing. "Bat, ha 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 ha." And he continues to laugh as he exclaims, "Little party." A massive Predator ship comes down, beaming lights on Batman and our bloodied Predator. 9 of these alien hunters walk out, and it would seem that the leader exclaims something. They hold Batman as he drops his bat. And our Predator quarry that had fought against Batman states, "Understand rules, loser." And in a warped statement of honor, the Predator kills himself. And the leader of the Predator clan takes the blade out, wipes it down, and presents it to Batman. And just like that, they're off. The Predators take their fallen comrade, and they blast off into the night sky. And Batman is left standing there, with an alien blade, gifted to him for fighting and saving his city. And Alfred comes out through the night, and helps his long friend back to the Wayne Manor.